Hey junkies, hope all is well. Man Dullins here. This is going to be a quick video. Before we get started, just want to make sure you guys are hitting subscribe, pounding that like button, and perhaps most importantly, making friends in the comment section. The comments are always where you'll find just the most factual, insightful knowledge. So definitely leave a comment. Whether you like this video or think it's dog shit, either way, it helps the channel. Also, real quick, thank you to all the junkies that came to our last party, the Get Gay Bash. We'll be releasing details and announcing the next one very, very soon. And lastly, again, thank you for buying all the junk we've been selling online. That is greatly appreciated, and every dollar counts to growing the brand and making these parties bigger and better. So let's talk about tea. A lot of you guys ask about the specific tea I drink, exactly what am I drinking. We've done a video in the past about white tea, and this tea that you're staring at right now is yellow tea. So let's talk about yellow tea because it's kind of not very known. You know, most people know green tea, they know black tea, they know white tea. And obviously, depending on how you oxidize the bud, the plant, because tea comes from a plant, unlike coffee, which is a fruit, which is a bean, there's different ways in which you could treat it. Now, yellow tea is falsely marketed a lot. So you want to buy from a reputable vendor. For my yellow tea, I go with My Leaf over from the UK. Yes, the shipping sucks. It's not cheap. The tea itself isn't cheap, but peace of mind is worth something. So I also got to thank Sean Glass for connecting me with May Tea. So I just said it's expensive. Why is it expensive? Well, it's expensive due to it being procured mostly by hand in a tiny region of the Hunan province, which is, of course, China. A yellow tea, because it goes through a few days of moist heating in order to yellow the tea through non-enzymatic oxidation. Making yellow tea, long story short, is a long and skilled process. There's nothing short about that, which is why it's such a rarity in the tea world. I've had this tea a few times. It's absolutely delicious. This one is the Diamond Peak yellow tea. It's a fragrant bud tea made from about 40-year-old tea bushes. So you're going to get, in terms of the nose, the flavor, and all that, you're going to get mountain snow, guava, and star fruits with the warmth of, say, pumpkin seeds and vanilla pods. So very sophisticated. We're going to brew this up. The way they're suggesting it is that we're going to brew it at 165 degrees Fahrenheit, and we're going to let it steep for the first infusion for 2 minutes. Or actually 4 minutes. 240 seconds is 4 minutes. 60 times 4. So let's get started here. We have everything weighed out. We have our kettle. Let's get that water warmed up and get going. All right, our water has reached temperature, so it's time to wet the leaves and steep the tea. First, you always want to rinse the leaves. There we go. Give it a swirl. Dump it right out. Nice nose. Again, very faint, but when you wet the leaves, you're going to get a different nose or scent of the product of the tea. Again, even before you steep it, so already I'm getting that star fruit, pumpkin seed, kind of vanilla vibe, and that's only going to intensify as we steep the tea. Again, we're going to be steeping it for 240 seconds or 4 minutes. Just smell this. Yeah, those wet leaves smell amazing. So let's get steeping, and we'll connect when the tea is done steeping for 4 minutes. Our tea is done brewing or steeping, so hit the plunger. We'll take our cup. Again, remember, junkies, you always want to heat your cup. You want the energy going into the tea and not into warming the cup. So that back so we could reuse that, and we'll pour that. Also, the water you use is very important as well. You always want to use cold water when heating it up. Cold water tends to be more oxygenated. So there you go. So here we go, junkies. Here is our yellow tea. The first infusion of the yellow tea. We'll take a sip of it before we end the video. And it is exquisite. Absolutely exquisite. Again, to reiterate, you're going to have that guava and starfruit taste. I know guava is super big right now. They're putting guava like in beer and seltzers and stuff. So most people at this point are somewhat familiar with that taste. So that's what you're going to taste from this beautiful yellow tea. But also the pumpkin seeds, if you ever had fried pumpkin seeds or pumpkin seeds in a salad. And of course, strong nose of vanilla. Now, May Leaf, this is high quality stuff. They are perhaps one of my favorite vendors. So they always include a scope, which is an acronym for season, cultivar, origin, picking, and elevation. So real quick, the season, this was plucked April 10th of 2020. The origin is, again, the Hunan province of China. The picking was mostly buds or bud in one leaf. And you saw that in the very beginning before we steeped the tea. And it was picked at an elevation of 150 meters or yards. So that's pretty up there. It's about 4 or 5 stories up there. And in terms of the price, I did say it was expensive. I explained why it was expensive due to how it's picked in the process. But in terms of price, if I recall, this was between $300 and $350 per pound, which may sound like a lot, and it is. But again, I'm personally not buying pounds of this stuff. That's the retail price. I think it was about $335 a pound, and I'm not purchasing, again, pounds of that. So I purchased about 50 grams of that. So do some quick math and you'll have a better idea of exactly how much tea that is. But thank you as always, junkies. Continue to tune into these videos. I enjoy making them. We get better and better. See you at the next party. Thank you as always, and keep buying that junk. See you junkies soon.